Welcome to day 4 of the Allowing Meditation course here on the Mind Body Mountain. Find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. Let the body settle into this moment and close your eyes. Allow your breathing to find a calm, natural rhythm. As I introduce the topic for this allowing video, spend a few moments relaxing your body and meeting me in this moment. Listen to my words and I'll guide you from here. In day 3, we explored painful sensations. We investigated them and their component parts to help us understand that the fear of the sensation is more distressing than the sensation itself. In this video, we will continue to feel bodily sensations, and we'll also spend some time learning to do this with neutrality. Neutrality is a critical part of allowing and healing because it is the fear of emotions and sensations that is causing our sensitized state. What do I mean by this? Well, trauma is actually a simple illness to understand and to recover from. I realize that it is not necessarily easy, but it is simple. And this is because if you were to step back from the confusion of all of the symptoms and look at the basic operating system of trauma, an input, process, output approach, if you will, you could summarize it as follows. People with trauma fear their emotions. Let me explain. A person who doesn't have trauma may have a thought, perhaps a scary thought about a situation, the future, or perhaps a bodily sensation. They experience an uncomfortable flash of adrenaline and then they move on. Now, a person who is traumatized can have the same scary thought and then respond to it in a fearful way, thereby introducing a second fear, which turns a moment into a program or a cyclical response. This is a program that releases adrenaline into the body on such a regular basis that both the mind and the body become sensitized. This is what trauma is. It's a sensitized mind and body. The symptoms people experience come from these increased levels of adrenaline and other fear-related hormones and the ongoing state of sensitization. The system is overstimulated and exhausted, with not enough opportunity to move from the fight or flight state and back into rest and repair. So dysregulation, chronic pain, and illness subsequently manifest. So whilst trauma can feel complex because of the enormous range of symptoms it brings, at its root is a cycle of fear that leads to a sensitive and tense body and a very tired mind. So, in this meditation, we will practice feeling the sensations in the body whilst reducing muscle tension, whilst bringing our thought back to our breath. Can you see how, if we do all of this repeatedly, both in meditation and in our day-to-day life, we are on the healing path. So, let's begin by sitting up straight and introducing a level of assertiveness, because this meditation is our healing practice. Super. Let's start by allowing our body to release tension on every out breath. We'll do this for a couple of minutes. So breathe in, and then on the out breath, feel your body wash itself in softness. Here we go. Now, zoom in on a sensation in your body that feels painful or unpleasant. On each out breath, direct the air towards this sensation and feel into it each time. So if you have perhaps some discomfort in your chest, perhaps you suffer from anxiety and your chest is very tight, breathe in, and then on the out breath, place your breath, meaning your awareness, but let's say place your breath into your chest area and feel the sensations in that area. For this round, continue to feel into a painful sensation with your breath. And when you have a thought, remember that your body is just in a sensitized state. There is nothing sinister happening. Feeling the sensations in your body without fear and dropping the story will, with time, allow your body to place itself into the state of rest and repair, effectively reducing sensitization and healing itself. Let's try that now. For this round, continue feeling the painful sensations in your body. When you have a thought, this time I would like for you to know that engaging with thoughts is optional. Thoughts appear with a lot of authority, but many of them are actually not true. So, for this round, bear that in mind, and when you have a thought, say to yourself, thinking, and then just return to directing the out-breath into the sensation. Don't chastise yourself or enter into a conversation. Every time you return from a wandering thought back to the breath, that is what success is. So, let's go back to the sensation, and when we wander, we just say thinking and then return our awareness on the breath and softening the sensation. Here we go. slowly begin to return. Notice the room around you. That's great. What I would say is aim to practice these techniques daily in meditation so that you have some structure and guidance to follow. And then try to also revisit them regularly throughout your day so it starts to fall from a practice into a habit. Guys, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in day 5. And if you'd like to support the channel and help me create more of these meditations, have a look at joining the membership. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.